What is up, guys? Here we are at the San Diego Regionals with a top 4 deck profile. What is your name, by the way?
Crash Out Joe.
Crash Out Joe. And he decided to play what deck?
I decided to play Red Rayleigh today.
Little Rayleigh. All right. Silver's Rayleigh. So why did you decide to play this leader besides all the other ones that were also aggro, I guess?
Yeah, so right now, PRB format, it's kind of like a jungle.
It's a jungle.
It's a lot of, I'd say, comfort picks.
Okay.
People are playing leaders that they feel confident that they can, feel the lines out for whichever opponent they see. A lot of people have teched for Zoro. GP's gone like a really big traction lately, ever since seeing more results in the West and over in EU. Decided to play Rayleigh just because I feel like the lines for Rayleigh can be very flexible. I think the lines of going really wide, as well as being able to hit just right at the leader's attack stat is, I don't know, just very, very oppressing. There's a lot of pressure you can get with swinging 5/5 and then just developing 1 or 2 searches right after. And
right.
Something that a lot of other leaders, don't get to do.
Yeah, cool, awesome. Okay, so what were your matchups real quick? I'm sure your list is pretty similar, but it's also high rarity. So hopefully we'll get to see some treats.
Yeah, nothing too much saucy about my list. So first round I saw GP. Second round I saw Zoro.
Did you win the die roll in any of these, or?
No. So for those first 2 rounds, I went first against GP and second against Zoro. And one kind of interesting thing that I've seen this regional is that a lot of these Zoro players are opting to take second away from me. And I think that I think it's interesting because I think Mihawk on curve is a strong play if they have a lot of life, because then they can turtle behind the blocker.
Yeah.
But as what I've learned is if I go first on Rayleigh, I can really put the timer between the 2 of us onto my side before 10 Dawn and 8 Dawn really. So if I can get them down to say 1 or 2 life by the time they drop the Mihawk on curve, I'm in a really good spot, because then I can search, and I'll try to search for double unblockable, or just swing 8s and 9s and make them drop cards.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Okay.
So I really like going first against Zoro.
Zoro, yeah, for sure.
Second or third round, I saw BY Luffy.
Oh, there you go.
I think it's interesting. I don't know. First time I played against it with this leader.
Yeah.
My friends also told me to play Gecko Moria for this regional, because I already got my invite, and I was like,
oh, there you go.
Just wanted to have fun
And gatekeep.
Yeah.
I was just joking.
And then I probably would have lost that if I played Moria.
Yeah.
But I went second, won the dice roll, and I think I played it okay. Tried to put them in a place where they couldn't get resources from their hands, so I didn't swing, and instead used all my active Dawn just to develop bodies.
Right.
I think there's a point where I had, I don't know, 5K swings available with all my searchers, and I was able to develop like one more maybe, something like that. But I'm swinging like at least 4 to 5 attacks on the turn I decided to swing, turn everything sideways. And I think, I don't know. I think that was enough pressure to get them down. They went to 9K by 9 Dawn turn, and I just swung like 16K unblockable.
Doesn't even matter, yeah.
So that was fine. GP again, going first. I lost the dice roll. Calgara, I lost the dice roll and went first. This is my 5th round, and I think this is also an interesting matchup. I saw that this player ran Gadatsu as well, but with their second curve, they ideally want to swarm the board. I guess that's just a Calgara game plan. But for second curve, they wanted to attach Dawn, play out the new EBO2 Calgara, the one that you draw a card when you take life, and then play Norland. So that's their ideal curve on that 6 Dawn, and it's pretty good.
Yeah.
But instead, I think they played Kuma, so they were only able to get 1 body out that turn, and it really feels like a race
Yeah.
as well, because
They're
I don't want
swarming.
to swing into 6K, 7K
Yeah,
bodies,
you're
much
losing
less.
if you're doing that.
Yeah, exactly. So I tried to put as much pressure on them as I can while developing as many Luffys as I could. And by, I don't know, my 7 Dawn and 9 Dawn turn, instead of playing like Mo Pistol or anything like that, I tried to really get them down to 0 life.
Yeah.
If they can heal back up from back to 1 life or 2 life around that late turn threshold, it becomes kind of scary for Rayleigh.
Okay.
Next round I played against Smoker. Went second, won the dice roll. Yeah, it was pretty good. Mo Pistol is not really a good card in that matchup, just because the targets that you want to hit are Smoker, and they become an AK character, so it's kind of fake in that matchup.
8?
But
I thought there were 7. Oh, whatever.
yeah, because she's a 7K character normally, but then she gets buffed by
Okay.
the
That's
leader.
right. That's right. Yeah.
So I think I just tried to get them down as low as possible by the time they drop
They only have
Mihawk
4
as
life,
well.
so I
Yeah,
think it'd be
their turn where they drop Mihawk Bonnie or Mihawk another blocker is really strong as well.
Yeah.
But if I can just double unblockable, they probably won't have the counter in hand.
Yeah. To doubt that it's power, I think that's called.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So next was Zoro. I went first. Same thing, just if I go first, I can apply enough pressure. GY Law, I think this was against Jansuko.
Yeah.
I went...
Shout out to that guy.
Yeah, shout out to him. I went second, and this was interesting because played a kind of a starving matchup where you didn't want to give me resources in my hands. But I saw a double Mo Pistol and cleared Cavendish and Blocker Law, and it becomes really tough for GY Law to gain resources back at that point because there's just not enough pressure to put on him. So won that out. And then for the final match, I played against the winner of the Swiss, which was Raccoon. He won the dice roll. He played Blackbeard.
Oh.
And he went second. So normally I'd say like first is really good for
Yeah,
Blackbeard
because you want to snipe the guys.
Yeah, you can
Q.
establish Doc Q on 3, but then Van Augur, Jackbeard on curve.
Yeah.
But in this case, like if you go second against Rayleigh on Blackbeard, you can establish Doc Q on curve and the Shiryus. So those Shiryus came really clutch for him, and I just did not have enough tempo to come back into it. So I saw double KO Shiryu and then another blocker Shiryu, and yeah, it was tough. No on plays, so I couldn't really get much resources back into my hand.
So you lost that game?
Yeah, I
Oh, it
lost.
sounded like you did. Okay, I was
on
reading the context here. Okay.
And then going into regionals today.
Top cut, yeah.
So
32.
for top 32, I played against Zoro.
Uh-huh.
I won that out. I lost on first curve because I did a bit of a misplay. To be honest, I just didn't math it out.
Yeah.
But he had double restand event, Mihawk and Tashigi on board. But I countered to save my Luffy, who was at 6K. It was a very clean Supreme Hockey, but the way that he wins that out is if he had double restand to just swing into my life and hope that my hand was not enough counter. And that did happen. So, yeah, I learned my lesson there. And so I took first again. And then I think it was just clean,
clean swings. Yeah, develop
buggies and
because
supply
slash.
enough. Yeah,
Cause
buggy is
slash
the clutch card there because they can't KO it.
Yeah.
They have to invest
Sticking.
a Dawn onto their searchers, which kind of sucks for them because then they can't do anything on curve either. So, or play out like a searcher.
Good old Buggy.
Yeah. So shout out to Buggy. He was
Shout out
clutch
to
there.
Buggy.
So I think first game and second game. So for top 32 and top 16, we're both against Zoros. And
Okay.
I think it was the same.
Similar results. Okay.
For top 8, it was against GP Luffy, and it was kind of the same tempo there. So I saw that this person ran the chubby Zoros, so I had to be kind of mindful about when I placed down like key cards that could get KO'd. in that matchup. They're starving me because they want to make sure that my board is cleared, and then they can put me on a timer where they, with enough Sanji puddings, maybe a secret Luffy on board, they can kill me in like 2 turns.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But fortunately, that wasn't the case here. Whenever I developed Luffy, I just made sure to have 2 Dawn given somewhere on the field so that he's a 6k body, and if they wanted to attack, they'd need to invest more Dawn into it, and that means they can't develop anything else. So that was played it like how I wanted to. Saw mole pistols as well, so killing the Sanji puddings kind of like a death sentence for them. And then Bonnie was rough. I definitely do think I misplayed a couple of times there.
First time you played that.
But yeah, there was the first Bonnie I played during this regional, so it's a pretty good run on my end. But they saw the cards that they needed to see really well.
The carrot was oppressing you, I would say.
So the Cavendish carrot play was really good.
Yeah.
And I had a feeling that the kid was coming down because they're taking really easy swings.
Yeah.
So my thought process in that first game was, I had the mole pistol. Do I want to kill the carrot right now, or do I want to save it for the kid?
Yeah.
And just being in those moments is tough because they're both
There's no
really
good answer.
high. Yeah, they're both really high value targets.
Right.
And, I can't clear both, unfortunately. So he played well. He destroyed me.
He knows that matchup. I think.
He was pretty good. So
that's why he's in the finals.
Yes, sir. And I wonder how it's gonna go.
Yeah, still up to debate. It's pending.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So shall we get into the?
Yeah, this is gonna be a high rarity deck profile, so stay tuned for this one. I'll just skip to the point.
All right. So we have 4 searcher buggies.
Want to do upside down?
Oh yes.
Please. Thank you.
Wish I got the treasure rares. That'd be nice.
Oh, there's a
clutch.
higher rarity in this, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
But these are clutch cards for the Zoro matchup specifically, and it also comes up in Smoker. Smoker is a really good pick. I think one of the top cut players made it in through with Smoker.
Okay.
Boa, base art. Just really good card for searching your Luffy's. Has a really good stat line for 3, so you can leader effect it to attack into normal 5k leaders. And sometimes it's kind of nice just to keep it on board without using the effect too early. Sometimes you actually just want it to stay sideways so that it can simply be another body on board.
That gets attacked by.
Exactly. Although it's really good on the turns that you want to really push for life. We have 4 Namis. There's a key card to search for your Luffy's. That and Shaki. Key cards to search for your Luffy's. It's kind of scary sometimes searching with Nami, depending on the ratios of your Straw Hats, because sometimes if you've seen enough Straw Hat characters, there's a possibility that you can whiff. But these have come in clutch for me to find mole pistols this run. So for the characters, you have 4 3-cost Sanjis. Really good for cheating out with 4-cost Luffy. 4-cost Luffy is right here. 4-cost Luffy helps you cheat out a character and attach a Rested Dawn, as long as you can show 2 events. Main staple of the deck. Here we have our rushers. I opted in for 2 Zoro, 2 Kin and Killer. I've seen some lists start to go back up to 4 Zoro. I honestly think this is really good, especially when I want to see this in like UP, because there's so much pressure that you can have with another body on the board. Is there more characters? So for my characters, I have 2 Sanji. So before I was on 2, these were Brooks instead before, but I found that I've been seeing less UP towards the end of this PRB format, and I wanted a way to get out of being starved in some of these matchups. So in the case of Bonnie, this is actually really nice to see because they're not going to be swinging into you, they're going to be swinging into your board. So I can get more resources back into my hand if I have this. I'll play it out and I'll just use the effect just so I can have more cards in hand.
There you go.
I have one Brook. This card can be a Sanji, but interchangeable. This is nice for adding even more pressure because it says if I play out a Luffy, it's as if I didn't play out the Luffy and just swung
right away.
attached to a leader. And I have one card. I swapped out a 2K to put on Strike Luffy. This is another target if I don't have Sanji to cheat out. It's also a nice attacker. I can use lead effect and the effect on this card to make it a 7K.
Yeah.
With no real like Dawn investment. Okay, and now let's go into the ratios for the events. So I have 3 Color of Arms hockey. Generally, I like to use this as a 2K, but when I'm pushing for a game, I'll make my swings into like 15K, from 50K into 16, maybe even 17. This is also nice if I want to push for board, but usually a 2K. 4 unblockable. I had this at 3 before, meaning that I'd usually like see it once per game. But I found that in a lot of the blocker matchups, I really just want to do double unblockable and call it a day, because usually they'll turtle behind 1 life. 3, I think these are interchangeable. I have 4 Supreme King hockey.
Nice rarity.
Yeah, thank you. This is one of the main staples of the deck as well. And I've learned to sometimes float a Dawn when I'm when I'm turning characters sideways, so that I can easily protect them. I have 3 searchers, 3 observation hockey. Sometimes it can be a brick, but most of the time towards endgame, you're gonna attach Dawn to your leader anyways.
Yeah.
Now here's, I guess, like the flexible spots. I have 2 Mole Pistol. This used to be 3. When I really worried about Bonnie and other matchups where I really needed key characters off the board, but I put it back to 2, expecting that I'd see more UPs. And because I expected more UPs, I added King Kong Gatling as a really good card to really pump up those attacks where I really want to put pressure on their life or get key characters off the board. And last tech card is Rad Beam.
Yeah, this is checked out.
This is nice just because if they swing 8K into a 5K body, sometimes they'll expect this card, and they'll want me to drop 2 cards instead. But if I drop Rad Beam, it would be 1 card instead, and it'll throw off their math sometimes.
Okay. Hey, it was great having you on the channel for the first time. And where are you from again?
Orange County.
Orange County. All right. Yeah, hopefully I can see you more in the future. I think the finals just wrapped up, so I'll be chasing that deck profile. So for those of you guys watching, want to know who won first, I'll be covering that deck profile. All right. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.
Cheers.